I think when one visits a cemetery, one must bring flowers. So I plucked a bunch of wildflowers, and there's a line waiting outside the Jewish cemetery already. I don't know how much they charge for tickets to come in here. This is just a set of doors, no particular significance. Maybe that was the original entrance to it. It's all in Hebrew, 1940 to 43. Those are the ones that are still standing there, and there are a whole bunch of other headstones here with names. Yes, this is the floor plan for this Jewish cemetery. Various headstones. And here the names of graves of meritorious Jews. And if we see here, it's a teacher of rabbi school, publisher, writer, playwright, economist, journalist, people of various professions are listed here. It says here, late 14th century Jews already came to Warsaw, settled the old town. Well, the Warsaw ghetto is gone. There's just a little wall left. What remains of any ancient old Jewish presence is the cemetery. It's really huge. It extends right to the end there. It's a very solemn place. It's a beautiful day. Lots of trees, but the sun trying to come through, and the breeze is causing the leaves to rustle. Abraham Judah Philipson. Well, I guess this is as good a place as any to lay these flowers. May you rest in peace, whoever you are. Unusual, looks like somebody does visit here. Even though it says here, died 1943. So even during the Second World War, even as the next door is was the Warsaw ghetto. This part was never closed, and they still bury here too. So maybe these are just remembrance. Here it says 1945 Bergen-Belsen. So I don't know what that means. Probably just a remembrance of those family members, and they still come to visit. This is very different from the Jewish museum, Jewish cemeteries. This is very different from the Jewish cemetery in Prague, where it's very small and they bury on top of each other, so there were stacks and stacks of coffins and bodies on top of each other, all crammed in a very, very small area. This cemetery is huge. And there's this memorial here. The Hebrew words there says shalom. I recognize that. Peace. It just goes on and on forever. Looks like forever anyway. Some are more recent, 1961, 1968. So I guess it's still possibly an active place where it's still being used. 1966, this looks like the more recent part of it. This is a monument erected by the Eisner family. It says here, in memory of 1 million Jewish children murdered by Nazi German barbarians, 1939 to 1945. And here is a remembrance to them. Young innocent faces cut short. Most of them are not even aware of where they were going to, what would happen to them, and above all, what crime they committed other than being Jewish. It's not just a place to venerate the dead, but it's also a place for Jewish art. The gravestone being so dissimilar, so different, and one of a kind, if you notice here. Yeah, we saw this earlier. I took a picture of that one. Well, definitely there are no crucifixes here. Look again. So it's an invaluable place, really. Not just a memory to people who passed on, but rather of the artistic, well, there are many professions here, and also this is another, it exemplifies the artistic capabilities of the Jewish people, disparate, that they're not a homogeneous group of people.